everybody, to another exciting edition of ETE Top 100. I am Marcus the Grand Finale, and I'm joined by not one, not two, but all three faces of Jamal. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic, actually, man.
Yep, it's good.
So, special day today. You know what I'm saying? I had a little.
Hey.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's all legal. No, we're doing we're doing the other stuff.
Yeah,
we're doing the other stuff.
We're doing the Devil's Lettuce today in honor of 420 coming up this weekend. And in order to capitalize on that, there's only one wrestler. I think the weed icon of wrestling. Like, he would be the Cheech Chong / Harold and Kumar in the modern era, or Pineapple Express, whatever. He is the face of marijuana in wrestling. That is
Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle. No, Matt Riddle.
No. That's cocaine.
That's cocaine.
That was cocaine. And other stuff, porn stars and whatever else he's doing. But
shout out to Nick Reefer, that boy, the Grim Reefer in New York City, ICW. No, it wasn't. He's ICW and Insane Championship Wrestling out here in New York. Make New York hardcore again.
So we're about to go through this, and we're going to say it's Rob Van Dam show. But if you saw the thumbnail, it's Rob Van Dam versus a wrestler. And I'm going to say this right now, Jamal. I'm going to say this right now, and I don't give a damn. And I'm going to keep this probably to the day I die. A wrestler I do not probably give a flying fuck about and never will. That's Jerry.
Wow.
I know. I'm going to admit it right now. I want to admit this right now. And
not the new effing show.
Let me tell you this about Jerry Lynn. As we talk about Living Dangerously 1999. Jerry Lynn, to me, he's just boring. There's nothing cool about him. He's just a guy. Like, that's my problem with him. And there are wrestlers like that. He can put on.
I mean, Lance Storm.
Guy. There are people in wrestling who are that seem great. There are people who are like, wait, I thought they're great wrestlers, but I go, yeah, all right. Good, but what are you giving me other than just your matches? And I feel like Jerry Lynn, that's all he got. Like, whether it was in his
ECW,
Ring of Honor,
TNA,
days,
Ring of Honor,
even his flash in the pan WWE appearance, it was more like, I'd rather have Shawn Michaels. He's just a short Val Venus.
Man.
I know he's more talented than Val Venus. That's why he was to me.
Yeah, what? Dang.
What is your experience with Jerry Lynn before we talk about Van Dam for about 40 minutes?
I know Jerry Lynn as the new effing show. All right? You know how Rob Van Dam is the whole fucking show? Well, Jerry Lynn is the new effing show.
He feels like the new show. I go like, that's the new show. Click.
His TNA contributions to the X Division is innumerable, with classics with Amazing Red and Homicide and all the other great X Division wrestlers, Low Key, Sanjay Dutt, Jay Lethal. Like, he's had bangers with all of them in TNA. Never mind Ring of Honor, where El Generico, Delirious, Kevin Steen, Bryan Danielson, again, Homicide again, Amazing Red again, Nigel McGuinness, and such, Desmond Wolfe for those TNA marks out there. Yeah.
I'm sure there's not 5 people out there going, I only know him as Desmond Wolfe. Only knows Nigel and Desmond Wolfe. Who only goes, I only follow Desmond Wolfe. I wonder what happened to him.
Yo, the revelation for me when I realized that Desmond Wolfe was Nigel McGuinness, I was like, I was broken inside. I was broken inside because I was just like, oh my God, why did he cut his hair? What is he doing with Fortune? What the hell is this?
Well, I don't want to say you saw. Let's stay on track here. Let's stay on track because you did the same thing I do whenever I think of Jerry Lynn. I start talking about people.
The new effing show.
That's the case. It's the whole thing. This is his like taunt. I'm Jerry Lynn, y'all. I'm cool. He reminds me of somebody's dad trying to stay relevant. I just don't. I don't get him as a personality. Now I'm not going to take away the man's wrestling ability. The man can wrestle anybody, anywhere, anytime, and tear the house down. I 100% understand that. But meh.
what put Jerry Lynn on the map for me was the matches with the other guy that we're about to talk about, and that is the whole effing show. Rob Van Dam.
Now, Jamal, I'm going to confess, I don't remember when I first saw these matches because I did. I don't remember if I watched them at the time in the middle of the night, whatever the hell I could watch ECW. Or were they just highlights and clips from when they were on TNN for a little bit? They would show flashback matches. But these matches have always been in like my mind. This has always been a part of the Rob Van Dam TV title run. And I have vivid memories more of the Hardcore Heaven match than the Living Dangerously match. Because I guess it was more chairs and shit. I guess I don't know, or blood. But
it's basically the difference of who was Rob Van Dam's manager at the time?
Bill Alfonso.
Bill Alfonso's involvement in the matches, they were different. Yeah. He was more involved in one than he was in the other.
In Hardcore Heaven, he was more involved. He was all over that one, just grabbing legs, throwing chairs and everything.
Blowing whistles, all that stuff.
This one, the Living Dangerously match, the one we're really covering, was one of the first of their matches. Like they had other matches before, but
which set it off, which is why I say that one is the one.
Yeah, so
they've had better matches, but like this is the one that set it.
Most people, I think, so.
Yeah,
this is the one. It's 99. We're in the heart of the quote unquote attitude era. ECW is thriving, as you could tell in the crowd. Everybody's fucking ECW just going crazy, like right off the jump. It's like, oh, this is one of those matches.
I have a confession to make to my mother and my stepfather. You know, that hot box that you guys used. I watched this pay-per-view actually live in your room while you guys was working. Yeah, I used it to watch this pay-per-view. Yeah. Hey, I'm 33 now. What can you do?
You still not old enough to get ass for the boy. You still not old enough to get ass for. That's what I'm saying.
For the things that I did get my ass whooped for, I could say this as an adult now. So yeah, I used the hot box. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna?
So first of all, before we can talk more about this match in a second, but I want to talk about Rob Van Dam, the whole fucking show, Mr. Pay-Per-View.
WWE Hall of Famer.
Yeah, it goes on and on. All the accolades from his career. We all know. At this stage of Rob Van Dam, when you first see him, I was like, you immediately go, the fuck am I looking at? This dude is amazing at everything he does. Like, whether it's balance, splits, or whatever, he just seemed like the coolest guy at the time. You think he is Jean-Claude Van Damme's cousin, because he does look like that motherfucker, and it doesn't make sense.
He kicks just like him. He's got martial arts background. He's doing splits and shit in the ring, and
and
incredible.
I believe, and this may not. I don't think this is a hot take. He's probably my favorite ECW wrestler of all time. Like, I know you can probably go.
He definitely is mine. Definitely is mine. Raven, X Dreamer afterwards, and then Taz after that, and then everybody else is like a blur.
Sandman, Foley, I don't know. And then I will also argue this one, and I don't know if this is considered how I think RVD is one, if not the greatest mid-carder of all time. Like, he could probably be the heavyweight champion anywhere at this point, especially in '99. But throughout his career, he's mostly seen as a mid-carder. He has a TNA heavyweight run or whatever, but he is one of the great mid cards. Like his title runs never excel for heavyweight title. Like when he won the WWE Championship, it was like, oh shit, Van Dam won, and then immediately he gets pulled over and arrested and fucking ruin all that moment. And TNA, it just kind of was there. I think he won the world title for a little bit, but I remember him for his IC reign. I remember from his TV title reign in ECW, and I just remember him more as a mid card guy. And I don't think it's anything wrong. It's kind of the way I look at Mr. Perfect and whatnot. Like these are the guys who are like I enjoy them right there in the middle. They're not the main event, but they will steal the show.
That's what I was gonna say. Like all time, I would give it to Mr. Perfect because he hasn't won a world title ever. So
I think he won WCW world title, the heavyweight championship.
No. He's never been world champion. He's fought for it. Didn't win it. That's the difference between him and Van Dam. Van Dam won the big one.
Yeah. But what would you state, Van Dam? I mean, he might be the greatest mid carder of all time. Like that didn't excel. I don't
consider Van Dam a mid carder. I mean, his rating in 2K is like 90 almost every fucking year. So
they put Van Dam at 90. I guess
he's like 90.
Prime Van Dam would be 90. Yeah.
When it pertains to Rob Van Dam, he was the epitome of cool for me. Like, you know, everything from him using Pantera's walk to come out to the ring. Later on, he had the one of a kind theme song in WWE. Yeah. I was super stoked when the invasion happened, and every time that they even featured Rob Van Dam, I was like, he's must watch. I was so happy that he was in WWE doing the damn thing, doing all the first time I ever saw Van Dam do a Van Daminator, crazy. The very next time that I seen him, he did a Van Terminator. Oh my God!
Yeah, like, for those who aren't aware, the Van Terminator is what everybody calls coast to coast now. When Van Dam originally did that, no one was doing that shit. Jumping more than halfway across the ring. It's not where we at now, where people would jump 3/4, and then they would drag the chair. No, he would clear that shit in full distance. And he'd be like,
not only that, he would take the chair with him and fly across the rope, ring the ring, coast to coast, with the chair, and kick the chair in your face, and end your shit. You'll be ended.
There was so many innovative moves from Van Dam, and and I think whatever feud you want to get to, whether it's him versus Sabu or Jerry Lynn, it was just like whatever you saw. He was much watched TV. Now getting to this match, on a previous show on our top 40 Wrestlemania card, I was talking about thinking on what I was gonna say. Fuck, I edit that out. I can't remember what I was gonna say. Damn it. There's something about Van Dam. But one of the most influential matches ever was Steamboat and Savage, in WrestleMania 3. However, when you go back and look at these Jerry Lynn Van Dam matches, these are the matches I think everybody is doing in a modern era, but not as good. I feel like everybody does these, like they have these matches, and there's chairs and tables and whatnot, but the rhyme and reason of why what it happened, it seems so natural when people would just fall through a table or you get hit by a chair. Still know why Jerry Lynn always caught the chair. He's an idiot. We're catching it every single time for the drop kick. But it just seemed like it made more sense, and it seemed like these were the type of matches that inspired everybody today, especially this feud with Jerry Lynn.
Absolutely. Like, you look at a match like a Pentagon versus like a Swerve Strickland or something like that, and they're hitting all these destroyers and super kicks and reversals on top of reversals and stuff like that. At the time in like 97, 98, 99, nobody was really doing that except for guys like Rob Van Dam, Jerry Lynn, Tajiri, Super Crazy, those matches. Like if those in rotation, I could just watch those guys run circles. Like it's incredible what they can do in the ring.
Here's how influential Van Dam and Jerry Lynn is, and I don't know if it started with them, but in every cruiserweight or fast-paced technical match, everybody, ow! I heard the crack. In every match, they do the fight where it's, they arm drag, they fight, they do a million different things, they grappling, they run around, jumping over each other, and then it's to stop and then pose. I always associate that with Van Damme in all his matches. He normally starts every match like that. It's just, and then, he does hear Jerry Lynn, and it's, it's like, oh yeah. Crowd's already going crazy for whatever. They already know what these guys can bring. It's the hardcore fans at ECW.
The reason why the crowd went crazy is because you have the promotion ECW, Extreme Championship Wrestling. This is like blood and guts, death matches, barbed wire matches, like flames, tables, chairs, everything. So to know that this is the type of show that you're going into, and then you see these guys do all of these moves together as just pure wrestling, it was refreshing to see. This is why Dean Malenko and Eddie Guerrero worked so well in ECW. This is why Benoit worked well in ECW, Barry Saturn, and all the other technical wrestlers. This is why Taz was the world champion for the longest time, because at its core, it is still pro wrestling that we watch pro wrestling for. So when you got guys that are doing it perfected and like the way that they do move after move after move, and it has meaning and it has purpose, as most of these matches did, because it was for the TV title. And for Jerry Lynn, it was the chase of trying to win the TV title, trying to out wrestle Van Dam for the TV title. It had meaning, it had purpose. So that's why the fans loved every wrestling encounter with it.
My favorite thing about, and I'm going to say these matches as I sum them all together, but I'm going to talk about in Living Dangerously, it's the counters. Like, just, it was,
the counters go crazy.
They were so cool. They were just so cool when one would be like, he's coming back with the chair. Jerry ducks, he throws the chair, he counts the chair, blocks it, he goes for German, cuts off, leg drops Van Dam onto the chair that was originally brought in.
On his head.
Van Dam on his head, and Van Dam does one of them weird sells where he just goes neck first and bounce. Or even the selling when he gets power drive and he just does like a pogo stick. Like, I don't even understand the physics of that, but it's so cool just to look at. Like, there were so many cool counters in this match from all sides. Even the strategy of just like, how do I incorporate the chair? Again, why does Jerry Lynn catch the chair? I don't know, but Van Dam would throw a chair at Alfonso. Alfonso throws it at Jerry. Jerry would catch it, and already in the air, Van Dam's coming with a drop kick through his face. And it's just like, what the fuck? Like, it's seamless. You don't really notice how fast, and everything's going fast. It's not like a very slow like, no, it's what? And you can see how
there was a lot of there was a lot of moves that Van Dam on the fly in these matches invented that he uses to this day still. I mean, I remember the very first time I saw a Rolling Thunder with the chair on top of Jerry Lynn on his back. I was like, why would he do that to his back? But it made sense for the match. Or again, as the aforementioned Van Terminator. The very first time I seen anyone do anything like that was Rob Van Dam to Jerry Lynn. He was sitting in the corner. He was gassed, exasperated. He tried to, keep the chair because he wanted to have a weapon, and Alfonso was getting in the way. But then Van Dam, he looks at the crowd, RVD, and then leaps and hits him with that. Yeah. Oh my god!
Crowd jump for both of them. Like, they both jump into the crowd. Like Jerry Lynn, who you would just look at and be like, oh, that's just somebody's dad. He can't really jump or anything. Extremely athletic and was able to dive in the crowd and stuff. It's so many spots of and then they all look like it's for necessity. It doesn't seem like it's just for show. Although there are some moves when you look at Van Dam, it was like, why'd you do a roll before you do that? But it fits his character because he shows off. The whole thing about Van Dam is just like, I'm better than you in every aspect of this. I can show off. I can point at myself.
I can high fly. I can out wrestle you. I can out strike you. I can there's just so much
that he delivered, and it's like, and if you were to pick this in Hardcore Heaven, I'm picking Living Dangerously. I thought it was the better match because of less of the outside interference. The next one in Hardcore Heaven has a lot more interference and stuff, but it's still really good. It's still just like
all of them. They had a match on like regular ECW television with the TNN on the side. That was a great. They had a ECW Hardcore TV title match at the Hammerstein Ballroom. They had it was crazy. It was wild. It was ridiculous.
You can even jump years later where they have a match, I believe, in TNA. I can't remember the exact year, but Jerry Lynn.
They were old as hell. They were old as hell, and they still did it.
It was hard to tell how old he is, but he's old as hell at this point.
Jerry they were Lynn's both old as hell.
Balding as fuck.
He had the
Yep.
But he was still moving like he was the new effing show in the ECW.
Even when he shows up in AEW today, he's still kind of. You still see highlights of the old Van Dam. Like you can see he's lost a step or two, a bit washed. He's older, but whatever. He's in his 50s. He's not supposed to be doing half the stuff he does, but whenever he breaks out like a Rolling Thunder or some of the kicks or split-legged moonsault, you'd be like, "Damn, you still kind of got it." It's not all over. But anyway, back to this. The TV title in ECW again, I held very high. It was a title. It was the first title I think I've seen elevated as being something that I was just like, it's probably some mid card, whatever. It's like an Intercontinental title. But
it boosted because of the person that was holding it.
Yeah, I felt like they were fighting when he's fighting Jerry Lynn for the TV title. That's the world title at the moment because Van Dam is basically undefeated at this point. He's not undefeated, but he was basically as champion. He was undefeated until he lost everything.
The moment that he beat Bam Bam Bigelow for that television championship. Yes, he beat Bam Bam Bigelow for that fucking thing. he worked his ass off to beat Bam Bam Bigelow for that shit too.
You want to know something crazy about this? The only person I associate with that TV title is Van Dam for the ECW run. I don't honestly remember a single other champion. Like when you say he beat Bam Bam Bigelow, I was like, I don't remember him having that at all. But I'm sure he did. I believe you, of course. But I don't know a single person other than after or before Van Dam had that TV title.
Bam Bam beat Candido. Candido was one of the original holders that he went back and forth with. I forget who it was. But Bam Bam held it because he was part of with the trifecta, like with Shane Douglas and and then Van Dam beat Bigelow. And then he held it for 2 years.
Yeah.
He did a Roman run with that belt.
Yeah, the only person I associate with the TV title with a long 2-year run, I believe, is Jay Lethal. I feel like he was the only other person to have like a long TV title run.
With the ROH.
Yeah, and then became double champion, whatever. But that was the only other person that I've seen had a run like this with like a TV title.
God, I miss Jay Briscoe. Damn it. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Instantly thought about that.
Well, whenever you think of Ring of Honor, Jay Briscoe immediately comes up. It's just like,
I mean,
Briscoe's right away. Just
the comparison of Rob Van Dam's television title run to Jay Lethal's television title run is like coincide like almost the same fucking thing. Because like Ring of Honor is like a pseudo ECW without too much of the hardcore or whatever, and then the only thing that separates it is that when Jay Lethal wins the world title, then he loses it to Jay Briscoe. So
yeah,
that's like instantaneously in my head. The House of Truth was incredible.
Yeah, that was
the whole Naito turn. The whole Naito turn.
I was probably the last great Ring of Honor run of champions right there. Like they it's fine, but you think about the end days, like Jay Lethal's title run was probably like the last great title reign.
Adam Cole had a good one when he was in Bullet Club. He had a great long little run there. Jay Briscoe's 2-year run that he had when he was champion league. A year and a half or something like that.
Something like that, yeah. I know it was lengthy. I didn't realize it was as long.
He was long. It was long. Yeah. It was long.
Yeah. But yeah, if you haven't checked out this match, it is on Peacock. Go to 1999. I know some of you people are old.
Just type in RVD, and then anything you see Rob Van Dam versus Jerry Lynn, it's gonna pop right up.
Yeah, it's one of the best rivalries in of the 20th century into the 21st century, and ECW. So it's one of those like deep cuts. It's one of those matches or feuds where it didn't have the biggest like audience. Like it didn't have the giant WWE audience or WCW.
It had a huge word of mouth though.
But everybody, I believe, for the most part, this is why anybody knows what Jerry Lynn is about. Again, is these matches with RVD. I honestly can't tell you a single. Like I can. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna destroy the man's legacy and whatnot. I can tell you his TNA shit and his Ring of Honor run and all that. But the only time I kind of almost tried to care about Jerry Lynn is the way he was feeling with Van Dam.
Well, the new effing show versus the whole fucking show.
Well, that concludes this episode of Top 100 Matches. I know it may seem brief, but you know we try to shorten some of this.
Look,
shit.
we got
our shows are like 7 hours.
We got some devil's lettuce to smoke, man. Gotta put I gotta put the earth back in my body.
Yeah,
put the earth back in my body.
I got Lynn Morgan coming over later. We're going to just go smoke and drink. The new
watch
face
me.
Weed.
Watch me.
Yeah, that's probably gonna be like who this new generation thinks of. It's like, oh, she's
you out here smoking. You out here smoking bowls. You out here smoking bowls with Bullet Club lid.
Liv Morgan and Prince Nana, spokesperson of weed. But yeah, that concludes the show. Check out Jamal at the Big Car Best Podcast and below. Always pointing the wrong direction first, but it's right here. He's covering all the stuff from whatever's going on in the Indies in New York to G1 climaxes to Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, and whatnot.
New Japan Cups, the NWA, the Crockett Cups. I got everything in the docket, man. It's coming.
Yeah. And yeah, check out all that and more. And, you know, please use your Peacock wisely as it still exists. And check out these rivalries we have. We're on every day. I'm on every day with the Manny and Marcus.
Keep them out, please. Join the Lumber Chat every day. Tell them how great or ungreat that they are. Let them know.
No. Jamal, fuck them other shows. I'm gonna say that we need the views. God damn it, those shows get the views. Fuck them. They naturally get. We struggle to get a single 20 views on this one. Fuck the Manny and Marcus show and the Weekend show. They'll be fine.
Look, the only reason why we don't have more views is because we are getting docked by the network. Okay, we are the ECW to the Cyrus. Cyrus has got the network in his pocket. Help us out. Yeah, join our Lumber Chat.
And just like them, we're not even a live show. But anyway, just like them, we're not getting paid. We're not getting paid.
You don't get paid for this.
ECW wrestlers. We're not getting paid.
They're getting bounced by the Hall of Famer Paul Heyman's checks. Bounce.
Yeah, just bouncing. All right. We'll see you guys next week for another Top 100 match or a live show. Who knows? You never know with this show. We may throw something out there that you wouldn't even be expecting. You're like, what? They're going to cover the 20 greatest ECW wrestlers of all time? And Marcus has Bam Bam Bigelow as number one?
It's arguable.
It's not. It's not arguable. I like Bam Bam a lot. That's why.
Yeah, it's very arguable. I mean, him and Taz.
That would be an interesting
Shane
show.
Douglas.
Might be a show to cover
Shane Douglas. You know?
Sabu.
Chris Candido. Raven.
Nevermore. Rey Mysterio. You got Eddie.
Rey Mysterio, though. I don't count Rey Mysterio as
he's WCW. He's WCW guy. Yeah, he's WCW.
You know,
Or a WWE guy. I don't know. I still see him as WCW guy, even though
he's a WCW guy. He's a WCW. Booker T is a WCW guy. I don't care if he got 2 WWE Hall of Fame. He's a WCW guy. Hogan, Nash, Hall, WCW guys.
Oh, what? Nah, I can't consider Hogan a WCW guy.
What? Shitting me?
He's a WWF
Look,
guy.
NWO for life.
Yeah, but he's WWF.
Bash at the beach.
NWO without the WWF, man.
He's American made. He's American made.
Yeah, fuck that song. Real American.
Wait. We're not talking WCW. This is an ECW show.
No, I'm probably gonna edit this part out.